3, 2, 1. We're live. We are doing fourth grade state test math. We're going over questions, short response questions, the hardest questions. We're going from question number 39. We're starting from that, and we're gonna go down, looking over the answers, the model responses, and so on. All right. So let's start with the question number 39. We're going to obviously solve all the questions on our own, and then we're going to see the examples, and then we're going to see the model responses. All right. So a soccer team sold water bottles to earn money to buy new soccer balls. The team earned a total of $170. If the team pays $9 per soccer ball, what is the greatest number of the soccer balls they can buy with the money they earned? Well, this is just a one-step question.
Just a long division.
Yeah, it's a long division question. 170 we're going to divide by 9. It's going to be 1 minus 9, 8, 0. Now it's going to be 8, 72, 8. All right, so that means that our answer is technically 18 and 8 nines. So that means that we have enough money, or they actually have enough money for 18 soccer balls.
No.
Now, how would we explain that? We explain that as, okay, I'm not gonna write it because I'm writing with a mouse, but we're just gonna say the soccer team will have enough money, or does have enough money, for 18 soccer balls, because 170 is divided by 9 is 18,
With a
and
remainder.
8 it's a remainder of 8,
Correct.
which means it's only enough for 18, right? I
Yeah,
wouldn't I wouldn't write the last one, but this is it. It's actually not that much to explain, to be honest.
It's
All
very
right.
simple. That's what basically I wrote.
Let's go. Let's go. So this is exactly what we said. I divided one. So this is already someone's answer, right? I divided 170 by 9. I got 18 with a remainder of 8, so they can buy 18 soccer balls, and they're left with 8. Since each ball costs $9, it's impossible. Okay, so I think this is extra. I really don't think you need this. I think these two sentences is just enough.
They're just over-explaining it.
All right, let's see this person. All right, so the total number of soccer balls they can buy is 18. They can only buy 18 because they don't have enough to buy 19, so that they only have. Okay.
They're being
Yeah. Okay. The work is right. The explanation is like, I don't
They're
know,
being repetitive.
doable. Let's say, and 2 out of 2 is well deserved. All right. What is that?
Repetitive of it.
A little bit. 170 divided by 18, remainder 8. 9 is bigger than 8. They could buy 18 soccer balls. Well, for the computer-based test, this is okay, right?
Yeah,
It's not a lot of written, but at the same time, it works. So 2 out of 2, nothing there, just a regular short, like a short answer, computer-based, right?
It's not like it's ELA.
Another computer-based answer. I divided 9 into 170. My answer was 18, remainder 8. Therefore, the greatest number. This is the perfect path. This is how I would answer that if I would really try hard. I divided 9 into, I wouldn't even say I divided 9 into 170. I would just say I divided 170 by 9.
Yeah.
My answer was 18, remainder 8, R8. Therefore, the greatest, look at this, greatest. But it's okay. It's not ELA. Greatest number of soccer balls they could afford was 18.
Okay.
They could buy. I would write. It was 18. All right.
Okay.
That's fine. All right. What is this? 170 divided by 9 is 17. So math is wrong. The division is wrong, right? And thus you get 1 out of 2 because because
They showed work.
not the work. That's because you probably decided to divide, and division is the right way to do it. But the calculations is wrong, but not that far away, right?
Sure.
Okay, so what is this? 170 by 18 soccer balls. Probably because you didn't
didn't
say that there is
explain.
no remainder, right? It's like there's, oh, but there is a remainder. So didn't say that there is a remainder, and technically this is not explanation if you think about it. This is just showing work. But if they say explain, you have to explain, right?
Technically, yeah.
So this is it. All right, next. I did 9 divided by 170. This is so American. Like, I don't know why so many American students get confused like in division.
I don't get
You know that a lot of American students say, like, when they see this, they say 9 divided by 170 instead of 170 divided by 9.
I say always like 170 divided
Exactly,
by 9.
because that's what it says. 170 divided by 9.
That's
but
what my parents taught me.
But you don't know how many times I've heard people getting confused. So 9 divided by 170 is wrong. And got 18 remainder 8, which is true, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So the answer is like kind of true, but 9 divided by 170 is not the thing. You're splitting 9. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about that at all. I'm not surprised. Okay, moving on. All right, what is that?
Well, oh, he's
108,
captain.
117, 126, 135, 144. So I counted by nines all the way to 170. They would have 8 soccer balls. Come on, man. Just multiply 8 by 9. You will see that it's $72, which is not even that close to $170, which proves your answer wrong. Doesn't make sense. Yada, yada, yada. Let's move on.
Yeah. So for this question.
Again, look at again. I'm telling
American.
you. Again, Americans don't don't know what's like how the division works.
I do. Like everyone else.
You're not that American.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not American. I'm not.
I mean, you're American, but
yes,
not
but
like.
so much American.
Yeah.
Most of my parents are.
Let's move on to question number 40. So, 2 numbers are shown below. 4,799 and 4,780. Right? 2 numbers in the expanded form, and then compare them using greater or lesser or equal sign.
So I just.
Be sure to include what you know about place value in your answer. All right, so what would we do? We would do 4,000
I just wrote it at the
plus
outside.
600 plus 90 plus 9
Yeah.
is less than, obviously,
Correct. I agree.
than 4,000 plus 700
700 makes it
plus
difference.
80.
That one.
All right, so this is already correct, and then say be sure. Look, be sure to include what you know about place value in your answer. So I would say since the hundredths place in 780 is greater,
Correct.
the number
Yes,
is greater.
I agree. Totally agreed.
That's what I would say. All right, so let's see the answers. Let's see the answers. So, do thousands.
No,
You didn't have to. I don't think you have to.
It's
I
more
really didn't
explanatory.
think you have to.
You-
Okay, so
you're explaining more.
I compared both, and the answer is 4,780 is greater than, okay. And then just compared every single place value. I guess an overkill. Overkill like means that you didn't have to do it all.
He's just trying to be like showing it all. He's not because he wants to.
Okay.
Make it right.
I know my answer is correct because if you look at the hundredths place, that's what we said, right?
Basically, like we said.
That's what we said. In a hundredths place, 600, and then 700. 700 is larger than 600. All right. 4,000. Just wrote it in words. Expanded form is not word form.
I think that's why they get
4,699
They got
and
one.
4,780. Yeah, this is graded. The hundredths place
He just missed.
is graded. Actually, it's all correct except
Like,
wrong form. So this student probably know what he or she doing, but
he doesn't know what.
yeah, but didn't pay attention or didn't know that the expanded form and a word form is two different things.
True.
And one you get. All right, so what is that? 4,699, blah, blah, blah. I know my answer is correct because looking at my answer, you can see that both numbers begin with 4,000, but not both have the same number in the hundredths place. Seeing that 700 is larger than 600, 4,000 is greater.
I think I know why they got one.
Why?
18.
Oh.
That's so sad.
Ooh. Because this is so correct. The explanation is perfect.
That's so
The
sad.
sign is right. This is a little bit too harsh.
That's too harsh.
This could have been a 2.
Yeah.
This could have been a 2. This could have been considered as a typo.
What do you mean typo?
Typo means that someone just mistypes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I-
meant to write
Yeah,
something else.
yeah.
Because the sign is correct. The explanation is perfect.
Correct.
Yeah.
It has to be a typo.
All right. 4,000.
Might get a, I think this one's a 1 for sure.
Less than. Okay, so first of all, how can you say that this is greater? Because the
Oh.
the 100 is bigger.
0.
0,
I-
yeah. 0. 1.
How? Participation?
Yeah,
Okay.
participation trophy.
Participation.
Because where's the work?
No, he got the wrong answer, but he's explaining.
For what? Because the 100 is bigger?
The
That's
100th place is bigger. He meant 100th place.
but it's so wrong. The sign is wrong. The no explanation. This deserves a 0. This deserves a big
That has
big
to,
O.
That has to someone grading being the nicest.
Very nice.
Yeah. Or it's probably the most.
This is better.
Oh.
Even this answer is better just because the sign is correct.
If this gets a 0,
Is bigger number.
uh,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Wow.
No, that's crazy.
You could have given this person a
one.
1 because of the sign.
But you gave that person 1? Like,
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wrong sign.
that must have been, it's impossible.
Yeah.
That's,
Unfair. Okay, so what is this?
That's-
4,699. No
right.
pluses though.
yeah. 0.
But it's okay.
Who cares about
Wrong
that?
sign.
Okay, yeah.
In place value, you write number different. Different.
Different. That's how you spell different. Different.
Different. Next question. Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun. All right. So, what is the total? Okay, I didn't really read the top line, which we don't usually have to read, but you know what? Read it anyways because you have enough time. The line plot below shows the amount of time Jamie spent working on his book report each day for 4 days. Okay, what is the total number of time in hours Jamie spent working on his book report for those 4 days? Okay, so we just have to add these things. So don't forget that we don't have to add everything. We just have to add the numbers where the x's are. So 3/4 plus 1 2/4, which is 1.5, plus 1 2/4 again, because there are two x's here, plus 2. All right, so 1 2/4 is like 1.5 plus 1.5. That's 3, right? That gives us 2 4/4, which is 3. 3 plus 2, which is 5. 5 plus 3/4.
I disagree with you.
What do you mean?
There's no 2.
What, you made a mistake?
Yeah, I think I made a mistake.
The answer is 5 3/4.
I misplaced. I just looked at 1x for the.
Yes, there are two of
Yeah.
them. Two
Yeah,
of
I just
them.
looked at
1
one.
and 2.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get like a 2 out of.
No, you would get 1 at
If
best.
it's
Okay,
graded
so
out of a 3, then it's.
confirming 5 3/4. Yes.
Wait, what was the score out of?
No, it's a simple answer.
Oh.
So
Okay.
add the wholes, add the fractions, very broken down. I mean, yeah, why not?
He's fine.
Neat,
Oh,
relatively neat.
so I'll get 1 out.
This is not really neat, but that's okay. 1 and 1
Well,
half. Yeah, someone wrote instead of 2/4, 1/2, which is correct.
So I agree.
1 and 1/2 plus 1 and 1/2, that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Then 3 plus
Second
2, which
step.
you see, that's how I did it. That's actually exactly how I did it. 3 plus 2 is 5, and then final step, 5 and 3/4. I like it. First step, second step, final step.
little
Final
neat.
step.
Fine. Finale.
Yeah. Okay, this is a
What's it called?
computer-based answer.
Yeah.
So 1 and 1/2, 1 and 1/2 plus 2 plus 3/4. So this is, yes, you see, this is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3/4, 5 and 3/4. This is perfect.
This is, oh,
2 out of 2. All right, this 1 and 1/2 per 1 is 2 and 2, 2, which is, or 2. Oh, you see? 2 and 2 over 2 is not 2. It's 3. And now you do 3/4 plus, obviously, this.
I just feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know that 2 and 2 over 2 is not 2. It's 3.
Yeah.
And
That's
one
so
you get,
stupid.
well-deserved one. Although I'm pretty sure we'll see much worse ones. What is that?
What do you
1,
think it is?
1, 1, 2. Okay, let's say they added this one,
Oh,
this one,
they forgot
this
the
2.
fractions.
So that's 4, and then 3/4, 1/2, 1/2. No, actually, that's supposed to be correct, except maybe.
No, they're right.
No, but the
Yeah.
answer is 5 and 3/4.
No.
Yeah. So this is maybe did not miscalculate it most.
No.
Yeah. Look, 3/4 plus this is 2/4. 2/4 plus 2/4. So this person added 3 plus 1 plus 1, but having denominators not equal. Yeah, having denominators not equal, so that's why it's wrong.
I bet this one's getting a 0.
All right.
Is
Nah, it's not a 0, it's 1. Yeah, just a little mistake here. Okay, I mean, it's not a little mistake, but okay, so you do 3/4 plus 1 and 1/2 plus 2, you get 5 and 3/4. How did you get the right answer without doing the incorrect work, with correct work?
He just has some of it inside his brain.
No, that's copied answer. You know that someone is copied from someone when they do wrong work but get the right answer. It means that they just added some numbers and they look at someone's computer. They say, "Oh, 5 and 3/4. Okay, 5 and 3/4," and then they think that they'll get it. I mean, will this person get 1?
I think he gets a 1.
Yeah, for right answer. Lucky.
Lucky you. I'll give
What
you a
is
0.
that? What do you mean 5 hours and 45 minutes?
Yes, that's right. No,
Actually,
he's right.
it is 5 and 3/4.
Wait, what? What's wrong?
5 and 3/4 is 5, but they never said like give us times. 5 and 3/4. Wow, 120. Oh, look at this. 120 is like 2 hours is 120 minutes. 1.5 is 90 minutes. Okay, I don't know how the math is a little wrong here.
What is the problem?
This is 45 minutes. So they added this and this, and then 3 hours. 3 hours is what? 180, right? Not 190, 180. Okay.
They got it by 10. 10 off. How do you guys 0?
0. No, it's not what you need to do though. Okay, 2 plus 1 plus 3, 4, 1 over 2. That's what you got. You forgot to add those two.
And I bet he's getting a 1.
0.
What? That's strict.
Missed.
That's
All
so
right.
strict.
Moving on.
That is so strict.
Let's do it.
That is so strict.
Next question. Do we have time? We have time. We have time for one more. Two expressions are shown. 1/4 times 2 and 1 over 2 times 5. Which expression, A or B, has a value greater than 1? Be sure to include the value of each expression in your answer. All right, so this is 1 over 4 times 2 is the same as 1 over 4 times 2 over 1, which is 2 over 4, which is 1/2, which is not greater than 1.
Well, let's see if this answer has it.
So I would say expression B, expression
you know
A
it's-
has a value less than 1,
I wouldn't give it a 4. I wouldn't give it like
and
2.
expression B
I wouldn't give it a 2 out of 10.
has, and now we're just going to count the expression B. What are you saying?
I wouldn't give it a 2 out of 2 this answer.
5 means 5 over 1, which is 5 over 2, which is 2, and 1 over 2. So expression B has value greater
You said you could write on the last one.
than 1. We could have wrote here like 1 over 2 is the answer. We could have wrote here, could have written
this answer
2 over.
correct. I got this answer correct. It was pretty simple. Like, I didn't think too hard on that one.
All right.
Very neat. I like the neatness.
Wow, this is like fancy.
What?
1 is less than 2.5, and 1 is greater than 2 over 4. You know, made it with inequality signs.
Someone's
Extra smart. B is greater than 1, and it's in a proper fraction. It's an improper fraction,
proper.
and it goes over 1.
I agree.
And
Why can't you do
you see this here and this here, because they say be sure to include the answers, right? Like the values. Okay, good.
How do they get it too?
2/4. B is 5 over 2. And then it's the letter B. Letter means expression, right? The expression B is greater than 1. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get points off because of that.
Letter A.
Yeah. 2/4. 5 over 2. Expression B. Very, very short. But correct.
It looks like it's cheating for a second. Because
Well,
like,
that's
the
correct.
ans-
That's
the
correct
thing's right
work.
there. Like, you could have just looked like.
But they say the word explain. So if you got everything right, are you that lazy to write a little more? Expression B is greater. Like, really, you couldn't have written expression B is greater than 1. Like that. That would take you too much time. And you get 1.
That's why. Listen to Roman
You know?
advice.
For being lazy.
Lazy boy.
Expression B, because 1 over 4 times 2 is not greater than 1. And it's greater than 1. And it's mixed number 2 and 1/2. Oh, forgot to multiply that. Everything is right.
No.
Except, forgot to multiply. Where's the
need
answer for the
that.
first one? Where's the answer for the expression A?
Who needs it? Who needs that? Who needs it? Like, who
However, only B is evaluated. You see, it's
Oh
exactly
my
what I said. No
God.
answer for A.
That's crazy. Why are they accusing the child?
Always follow what they ask you to do. You know, so wrong. This is wrong. Wrong math. This is right math.
Wow.
B is greater. Yes. You get 1 for this wrong math.
Okay, I get that. I'll put it. I'll agree with that.
Expression B is greater value because 1 over 2 is greater than 1 over 4. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
1/2 is greater
And
than
it's
1/4.
times 5, not times 2. What does that mean? I don't know. 0 you get. What is this? B is greater than A. If you times it, you will get 7. And for A, it's 6. I don't know where it's coming from. This is wrong.
I know where he's getting it from. The
This is it.
hostile
All right.
mobs.
This is it for today. we're going to do one more because your state test is a little bit later than everybody else's. But for everyone else who's doing the state test on 6th and 7th of May, everyone's good luck. Whoever is in 4th grade, it means that you're watching this video. If you liked our series, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we're going to have much more stuff coming up. Basically, every class that we're going to have, we're going to post something interesting, something that we're doing. And yeah,